Hello, friends. So many of us are trying to stay on top of the latest developments regarding the Russian war against Ukraine. While it's important to stay informed, it is equally important not to simply leave our news feeds on constantly. This is not healthy for us or for any of the people we're living with, especially our children. I noticed that our Congressman, Mark DeSaulnier, is holding a town hall meeting tomorrow, Wednesday, March 30th at 2 p.m. The town hall meeting is on Russia's war on Ukraine with special guest Stephen Pfeiffer, former ambassador to Ukraine. You can go on the Congressman's website and RSVP for tomorrow's town hall if you do so before noon for the 2 p.m. event. I was very pleased to see that 4 days ago, President Biden finally announced plans to welcome up to 100,000 Ukrainians and others fleeing Russia's aggression through the U.S. refugee admissions program. I think we all understand that many of the Ukrainian refugees choose to stay close to home as possible, especially when so many family members remain in Ukraine fighting the war. So as of this week, Poland has taken in over 2 million refugees alone, with the next largest refugee population going to Romania with 550,000. Other countries with shared borders with Ukraine, like Moldova, Hungary, and Slovakia, have taken in a lion's share of the remaining refugees. Now, it seems logical that many Ukrainian refugees, especially those with relatives in the U.S., might want to come here, and it is about time that our government opened its doors and welcomed them. President Biden did declare that the United States is proud to be the largest single donor of humanitarian, democratic, and human rights assistance to Ukraine, working closely with our European partners. President Biden announced that the U.S. is prepared to provide more than $1 billion in new funding towards humanitarian assistance for those affected by Russia's war in Ukraine and its severe impacts around the world, including a marked rise in food insecurity over the coming months. This funding will provide food, shelter, clean water, medical supplies, and other forms of assistance. He also announced an additional $320 million in democracy and human rights funding to Ukraine and its neighbors. So many people in our community have shared with me that they have made donations to Jewish organizations and other groups that are providing essential support on the ground to Ukrainians and Ukrainian refugees in neighboring countries. I am in conversation with the Jewish Family and Community Services as well as Catholic Charities, two organizations that have really great experience with refugee resettlement locally. As things become more clear, I will share what I learned with the community. As we continue to pray for an end to the war and a cessation of hostilities, we will do what we can to help in any way that we can. Stay safe and be well. Shalom uvracha, peace and blessings.